Hey Peaches, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Phindy. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to the Talk Central by Phindy. If this is your second time or you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching all my videos. Today we'll be talking about various ways jealousy can manifest in people and in the people that are around you, friends, family members or your colleagues, whatever it is. Imagine having a beautiful friend that you grew up with, or a colleague that you really like, and in every achievement that you make in your life, they just seem to not be happy for you. Whether you bought a new car, or you bought a new house, or you just recently got married, or you moved abroad, you can tell that there's jealousy and envy, in that person towards you. And even though you try your best not to get into that emotion or give it too much thought and attention, but then just something in you tells you this is not a good way for a friend to feel about me. The number one trait will be the excessive surveillance. So what is excessive surveillance? So excessive surveillance is when you see, imagine having a friend that wants to know your daily business. They just want to know everything about your business, about your day, what happened at work, who were you with, who did you go out to eat with, who did you have lunch with, what did you have for lunch, what were the conversations that were discussed during lunch. A person who just literally wants to be in the know, knowing everything about whatever you do throughout your day, every single detail that goes on to your life. They just want to know about it. If you have traveled on a trip without them, they just want to be in the know, constantly calling, constantly trying to find out who you're with, what are you guys doing, what are you guys discussing, where are you guys gonna go next. The person becomes overly involved, overly invested onto your life and whatever it is that you are doing, your plans, what your day looks like, what the next day could be. Okay, so now let's move on to number two. The number two is overthinking and jumping to conclusions. Overthinking and jumping to conclusions. Overthinking is common among the battle of jealousy. Instead of this person, let's just use a partner in this scenario. Let's just say it's your boyfriend. So instead of your boyfriend in this scenario, understanding that the reason why you could not get to your house, so they find themselves concocting secret affairs stories in their heads as to, this person went to have an affair on me, that's why she could not meet me on time, she was definitely with another man, she was doing 1 2 3, she was and all of that thing. They're just basically making different assumptions on what really happened and not believing what you're telling them. So these imaginative scenarios arise from not knowing how to handle the jealousy that they have, or the jealousy-fueled anxiety, rather, the anxiety of trying to protect themselves from getting a heartbreak, trying to protect themselves, okay, if I conclude in my head that she is having an affair or she's seeing someone else, if I tell my brain that this is what is happening, when I do find out that in fact that is true, that she is seeing someone else, at least I accepted it and I was prepared for it, and my brain has alerted me that this is something that could be happening, so therefore I'm protecting myself. So number three will be seeking constant reassurance. So a jealous individual is always in constant need or seeking the reassurance that you, for instance, I love you, reassuring them that you love them so much and that you'll never leave them. Or it could be or it could be constantly telling them how much you need them in your life, just that. It could be anything that could reassure them that this person would not leave me, this person would not abandon me. So moving to number four is displaying possessiveness. Right? So as we spoke about on the first one, displaying some characteristics of this in the past. She has been with who, she has broken relationships, I think every one of us, I feel like I myself, I have an experience, of jealous friends and people people who like literally went out of their way to try to reach people that they thought I was in contact with, and I wasn't in contact with that person. I just knew them, as a mutual from a mutual friend, but then I've never been in contact with them. So this so-called friend, a person who I thought was a friend before to me, went on to tell lies about me to this person, and she jumped to conclusions. I wasn't even close to this girl, like to an extent that I have a phone number. Me and her, we talk every day. But then she had an assumption. She assumed in her head that me and her, we have some sort of relationship, right? And when I'm telling you that, when I speak about jealousy, this is a very, very triggering subject, because I am a victim of it, right? Rather, or some sort of friendship, because she had seen at that point that me and this girl, we follow each other on Instagram, and whenever I'm posting something, she would come and like and comment, and whenever she posts something, I'd go on her page and like and comment as well. So being that we're mutual friends, and she knows her as well, she knows this other girl that's also here in Canada, she went out of her way to tarnish my reputation, if I can say so, like speak bad things about me to her friend. And while me and this girl, who are mutual friends, we're not even that close, when a person who's jealous, they are quick to jump to conclusions, right? In her head, she thought that I have a solid relationship with this girl. Like me and her, we're like buddies, probably hanging out with each other. And well, that's not the case. Me and this girl, we just simply know each other through mutual friends. That's all, And we just started to follow each other because we hang around the same circles, and there was no love. There was no hate, and there was no hate in that, So, but then as jealous as she was, she assumed that me and this girl have more than what meets the eye. So I've gotten to her, and I just left it as is, because that didn't even bother me, because this is not even my friend, It was just someone that I knew like through a mutual friend, and we hang around the same group of people, and that was it, right? But then till today, as I'm recording these videos, these two individuals, they do not speak to each other anymore. Right? So a jealous person will go out of their way to make sure, they just display that possessiveness, right? A jealous friend will go out there to just kind of make sure that you do not start new relationships with other friends. If she knows those people, she would probably go there and just ruin the friendship and just spoil things for you, or probably like tell you bad things about the other person. The thing is, we an assumption about a person based on what you hear from another person. Most people, they do not allow themselves to give themselves an opportunity to know this person before they jump into conclusions, or take another person's perspective of this person and run with it. I always think that you should always give every person a chance. If someone tells you something about another person, just ask yourself, why are they so invested? Like, why do you care? If this person has said this about me, 1, 2, 3, like, what do you care? And why are you why are you telling me this information? I mean, you should probably think of many reasons why this could benefit them by telling you this information. Because at the end of the day, you might find out that this person that they are talking about badly to you, that person does not even know what they're talking about. Like, you could be further, that whatever they're saying to you, that could be further from the truth, from the actual facts. So always give people, I'm sorry, I'm just going to adjust my camera a little bit right here. So always give people the benefit of the doubt and judge based on your own experience. When a jealous person is threatened by a perceived rival, these emotions can intensify, poison the relationship. So I made an example with the story that I told about myself and this so-called friend that I had. And by the way, me and this person were no longer friends, so yeah, I don't deal with such people. I'm such a conservative person naturally. I prefer a small group of friends. I prefer hanging around with people that I know and that I trust. If I sense some disloyalty from you, or if I sense that I do not trust you completely, and then I cannot be around you, I just do not want to be around you. And as you can imagine, these vengeful tendencies can furthermore damage relationships and create toxic environments. So jealous people may hold on to grudges. Jealous people may hold on to grudges for a very long period of time, for a very lengthy period of time, and they may have desires to harm the people that they're jealous of, or try to cause pain to that person that they are jealous of. Up to you, like, oh, you didn't make a comment on my post today on Instagram. When did we get to this point? I mean, I'm just asking, like, curiously, as a society, like, when did we get to this point where, especially on social media, like, I feel like friendships have changed in the past 5 years. Yeah, in the past 5-6 years, friendships have drastically changed. What do I mean by that? What do I mean is people have changed. People used to be so fun, People used to be so fun when we'll meet each other, we did not really care about who is posting what and who liked your pictures and who didn't. Nowadays, friendships are based on, if I posted something on social media and you didn't comment on my picture, then it means that I'm not your friend, or you are jealous of me, or you're not a good person, or our friendship is not as valid. If I do not go to your social media and make a nice comment about your outfit or about your trip in Dubai or whatever it is, I'm a jealous friend. But then if I make efforts to make sure that I'm going onto your post every single time when you post something, and I comment and I like your post, that means that I'm a good friend. You can't just base a friendship off of that. Friendship should be more than that, to themselves, that maybe this person did not even come on Instagram today. Maybe I've not been on Instagram all week. I do not go. Sometimes I spend the whole day not opening my Instagram app because I'm busy, okay? Maybe I'm at work. Maybe I'm busy, okay? Maybe that's the reason why I did not post. Maybe the entire day I did not come to, or I did not log on to my Instagram. That's why I did not see your post. Maybe I'll see your post the following day, and I figured, well, I think it's already too late for me to make a comment anyway. But then, a jealous person always finds a way to make everything about themselves. They seek attention and validation, and those are other forms of, attention and validation. If you do not come and comment on my, if you do not go to my comment section and make a comment about my post, you are not a good friend. If you do not make a validation about my outfit on my comment section, on my stories online, then you're not a good friend. Nowadays, friendships are just based on social media. Are you active enough on social media? Do you give me likes? Do you send hearts to me? What do you do? I mean, if you don't do that, then you're not a good friend. If I watch your story and I do not send that little heart, then I'm not a good friend. An individual who struggles with jealousy may constantly compare themselves to others, fearing inadequacy and rejection. So looking at that, your friend who is in Santorini, Greece, you feel the pang of envy within you. Why couldn't this be me? Why does she get to travel on beautiful trips as this? Why did she get married before me? Why did she, get to buy a house before I bought my first house? Why did she get this beautiful position that I do not have, that I envy her? So that feeling of envy within you when you see such things, instead of allowing that envy to turn into the feeling of jealousy, allow yourself to be inspired by your friend who bought their first house before you, who bought their first car before you, who got married before you. Be inspired, to also get into the same position as they are. And also, this is another thing. I've always believed this, right? No matter what happens in my life, to people around me, whether it be friends who are getting married, or it'll be I'm also married, so yeah, whether it be friends who are, let's just say, throwing a very big lavish wedding, or a friend who just recently bought a new house, what I do is I allow myself to say congratulations to them, and I will say it with my mouth fully and with my heart freely. I believe that releases some sort of negative energy. I release anything. I'm truly happy for them. What I'm doing is somehow the universe also gives you back, for that, for being, for showing love, for showing love, and for being humbled in that sense that you are able to congratulate another person when they make an achievement in life. I always have done that. I've always congratulated people, and I feel like that's part of the reason why God has blessed me so much. I am so blessed beyond imaginations. I am not where I want to be yet, but then 5 years ago I couldn't even imagine being where I am right now, and I believe that part of that reason is because I do generally, I do congratulate my friends, people that are successful around me. I'm the first one to say congratulations. I'm the first one to celebrate you. I'm the first one to post you. I'm the first one to just go above and beyond to make sure that you do, you get your reward. You just feel that celebratory moment that you are having right there. So yeah, I believe that if you say congratulations and be genuinely happy for people, that the universe also rewards you back for that. I believe that God also blesses you back, on that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I think if you have never tried that before, release that from your heart. Don't allow envy to turn to jealousy. Instead, try to celebrate people. Do not allow those feelings to turn to jealousy. Number 9 is one of my favorites. Not because I aspired, but then because I have so much similar, or I have experienced so much of that. And number 9 is isolation. People who are jealous may distance themselves from relatives and friends whom they perceive that they are doing well in life, or they are just getting from moving from one level to the next. Their success is just constantly moving, going up higher and higher. So you find that a jealous person will definitely isolate themselves from you. They'll stop talking to you for no reason at all. And when I mean no reason, I mean no reason. Like, they'll just stop talking to you, isolate themselves, stop making conversations with you, for no reason other than the fact that they're jealous, of course. And I feel like this part, at this point, when you're so jealous that it leads to you isolating yourself from people because you do not want to acknowledge what God has blessed them with, I feel like now jealousy has just buried you at this point. You are just buried. Like, that's it. You are just buried. Jealousy has just taken you and buried you. Family members who literally stopped talking to me for the same reason. Obviously, they'll never admit to that, but then obviously God knows that, and I know that, okay, because you stopped talking to me when things started moving in my life. Some people in this life, they just want you to be in the same position. Some people in this life, they just never imagined that things will work out for you. Some people in this life, when you were going through your difficult moments, when you were going through the worst times of your life, they pretended to be there for you, meaning that they were there to be they were there as some sort of support. But then when it's time for them to give you the same support, when God is now moving you from that ground level to the higher level, honey, they are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. People will definitely isolate themselves. They will just literally stop talking to you. If it means they should go as far as people will go as far as blocking, not blocking you. People will go as far as blocking your stories, so that they won't get to see your success. Anytime when you post things, they won't be able to see that. So a jealous person will go as far as blocking you, going to their settings and blocking you from seeing your post, your videos, whatever, any life updates that you might have. They will just definitely go ahead and block you, so that they won't be able to see anything that has to do with you winning in this life. And hopefully keep praying that one day and hopefully keep praying for you that you will fall, you one day fall, you understand? And I feel like when you're a person and you get to that point in your life where you're so jealous of somebody, that even the little things that is happening in their lives, the achievements, great things that are happening to them, that you can't even acknowledge them, I feel like you're just a buried person at that point. You are a dead person. Jealousy has buried you deep down. There's no way you can climb out of it. There is no way you can climb out of it, because you can make 1 million reasons. You can tell people 1 million reasons, but then anyone and everyone can see behind you. Like, they can see through you. Anyone and everyone can see through you. That is just basically jealousy and nothing more to it. And the last one is number 10, and number 10 is sabotaging relationships. Jealousy can lead individuals to sabotage relationships, even if it means their own relationships. Whether consciously or unconsciously, they may create situations that may lead to conflict. As we have talked about on the 9 traits, I feel like on this one, on sabotaging relationships, if we look at between number 1 and number 9, we realize that it exhibits most of these characteristics. For instance, a person can be very controlling, a person who is very selfish, obviously, and a person who creates situations that are very unbearable, to deal with, leading to relationships to go astray. For instance, a friendship that went astray because a friend is just too jealous and would not allow you to have other relationships apart from the relationship that you have with her. If you watched this video till this part, I would like to thank you very much for soldiering on to this point, up to this point. I'd like to thank you for your love and showing me love, showing my channel love. Please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. If you've watched my video till this point, I'd like to thank you so much for soldiering on, definitely. And this is the first time, rather, that I have done this type of videos on my channel. I'm trying different things at this point. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to be based. I love this type of content. I love reporting on viral videos and stuff like that. But then if you like this type of content more, and if you want me to make future videos like this more, please let me know on the comment section. I really appreciate and would love to hear from you. What do you think I should do next? The types of topics that I should discuss next. I would love to hear your input. It's very important to me to hear what you like more, and I would just truly appreciate it more if you guys would comment, tell me what you really like on the comment section, the type of content that I should be posting. And also, again, I just would like to really hear from you. I've shared my experience when it comes to jealousy friends. I would love to hear your experience. What did you experience when you had a jealous friend, a jealous lover, or a jealous wife or a husband, whatever the case is? I would love to hear your story. You can just summarize it on the comment section for us. Let us just read there. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Thank you so much for your support as you click on that subscribe button. I love you so much. Thank you guys for watching my video till this point. I appreciate it. Until my next video, bye bye.